When you go home, tell them of us and say, "For your tomorrow we gave our today," reads the famous epitaph at the War Cemetery in Kohima for the Allied dead. Of the most important battles fought in the Eastern Front in the Second World War, the Battle of Kohima is one such slice of history which was a decisive turning point in the war but is largely forgotten by the people. Today, we will know all about this tenaciously fought battle for our freedom. In the year 1944, during the height of the Second World War, the Japanese planned an incursion into India via Burma under the leadership of Lieutenant General Reniya Mutagachi. The plan to invade India, codenamed U-Go, was originally intended as a spoiling attack against the British Four Corps in the northeast to disrupt the Allied offensive of India and retake Burma. The two northeastern states, that is Kohima and Imphal, formed a critical frontier for the British India in their war against Japan on the Burmese front. A key route ran from the British supply base at Dimapur through Kohima up on a ridge in the Naga Hills and down to the Imphal in the small encircled plain in Manipur and from there into Burma. Operation U-Go was an audacious plan by the Japanese military command to capture this road by using three divisions to attack simultaneously south and north of Imphal and to take directly Kohima. The Japanese forces wished to attack the British Indian troop and take Kohima, after which they would take Assam and then march on to Delhi. But this was not possible as the British and Indian forces fought valiantly and thwarted the ambitious plans of Japan. The Japanese came in through the dense jungles of the northeast region from Burma into India. They attacked Imphal first, catching the British by surprise. After this, they eyed Kohima and the troop that stationed there. It was a relatively obscure troop because this part of the region was not key to British plans. They had only about 2,500 forces in total. In contrast, the Japanese were moving ahead with 12,000 men. With the odds placed undeniably in the favor of Japanese, they attacked the garrison at Kohima with a view to capturing the town itself. However, the troop of British Indian soldiers held on to their strategic positions and troubled the Japanese with their artillery fire. The Japanese were also worried by the lack of adequate supplies on their side. Many battles were fought at the garrison. The bungalow and the tennis court of the deputy commissioner were witness to these bloody battles. Many engaged in hand-to-hand combat. The number of people who perished was in thousands, and a further many got sick because of the stench of rotting corpses. Supplies were low on both the sides, but the soldiers battled on steadfastly. British reinforcements arrived right on time to Dimapur to relieve the forces at Kohima. Now, the Japanese realized that their position was precarious as they were extremely low on supplies. They began to fall back. The Indian and British troops lost about 4,000 men, while the Japanese lost 5,000 to 7,000 men in the battle. If the Japanese had been successful, it would have provided them with the essential springboard needed to launch a gruesome onslaught on British India. It is the valor with which our soldiers fought bravely that saved our country. The Battle of Kohima was one of the fiercest battles of the Second World War, but the one that India seemed to have forgotten. Let us all take a moment to pay tributes to the martyrs of this ferocious war that is forever known as the Stalingrad of the East. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.